Well, hello and welcome. This is Ken Heaston on air with the evening news. It's great to be with you this evening. You know, one of the most important aspects of a blog for us as marketers is making a blog profitable. So, tonight we're going to welcome Freddie Gandarilla, and he's going to share with us some insights about making our blog profitable. So, let's just welcome Freddie and get right into it.
Wanted to talk to you about blogging for profits and what it takes to basically make money with your blog and profit from a blog online. The information is very simple. It doesn't take much for you to understand exactly how you can blog for profits, how you can make money from a blog. Now, the key here to success will be on how consistent you want to be with the work, how consistent you are with everything that you need to get done, and how much massive action you take, how much right action, I should say, because you could take all of the action you want, but if you're not taking the right action, then you might not get the results that you want. So you want to take the right action. You want to do it consistently. You want to be very patient with the process. Understand that you are not going to get results overnight unless you put a tremendous amount of hard work. You are not going to, make money overnight with blogging. I'm not saying that it can't happen. A lot of people has built blogs in a month and start making money from them in a month or 2 3 months. But that is because they took a lot of massive action. They did all of the right things. They did everything right, and they worked on their blogs daily. And they basically knew how to organize themselves. They knew how to put everything together the right way. And they understood how important it is to be productive with everything that you do online. Because a lot of people come to the internet. When they work on online, they click around, they stay on Facebook a lot, they just check emails, and they just click around, and they don't get anything productive by the end of the day. So that is one thing that you need to understand, that you need to be as productive as possible with the work that you put in for your blog. So that is one of the keys to blogging for profits. If you want to eventually make money with the blog that you are building right now, then you need to understand how important it is for you to be productive and focus on the things that put you one step closer to your goal. So you need to understand this very well. All right, so let me show you really quick the simple things that you need to follow when you are building a blog online. I'm going to share with you very important information that I have learned over the years of blogging. And I have invested a lot of money in trainings and stuff like that. So I'm going to share with you some valuable tips for you to get started blogging online, and so you can start blogging for profits in as little as 3 months, if you really put all of the hard work and you follow everything right. So one of the keys to blog for profits, to make money blogging, will be to share solutions to your marketplace. Share solutions, blog about things that people really are looking for. Blog about solutions to people's problems, and in whatever niche that you are. You could be writing about weight loss, or about relationship tips or whatever. So in order for you to start profiting from the content that you put out, you will need to solve people's problems. You need to solve somebody else's problems, and you need to make sure that whenever you create a solution to a problem, you need to make sure that you present that solution to the people that is having those problems. So this is where targeting your market and targeting your traffic plays a huge factor in the success of your blog. So you need to learn how to target the people that comes to your blog, that comes and read your stuff. Because there's no point on solving a problem and then showing that solution to somebody that doesn't even have the problem. So it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So you need to make sure that you target your audience, you target the people that you promote the content to. So that is very important when you are building a blog online. All right, so right now I'm working on this blog post, and I want to make sure that I pack my blog post with as much value as I can. Of course, I want to also make sure that I have more ideas and more information to make future posts. So sometimes, when I say put it all on the blog post, I don't really mean to share everything that for every solution, uh, you know for every problem in one blog post. You need to organize yourself, and just be really specific with what are you going to solve with a blog post. Every time you publish new content on your blog, make sure that that content has a specific goal, and it solves a specific problem. And of course, you don't want to make the longest blog post ever, but if that's what it takes to solve a problem, then do it. But also keep in mind that you want to be blogging very often. So keep some information for future posts. Don't go all out, but when it comes to solving a problem, just do whatever you can to solve a problem with every post that you have. All right, I hope I make sense here. So anyway, so that is a key factor here. If you want to blog for profits, you want to solve people's problems, and one way to do that is to just surf online. Basically, just go online and look for people's problems. Just you can go to Yahoo Answers, or you can go to forums, and then see what is people asking about. What kind of problems do they have. You should go to a forum that is relevant in your niche. If you are blogging about weight loss, and then go to a forum that is about weight loss, and then you can kind of ask people, okay, what are your main questions about weight loss? Or you can actually go through the forum and see what people is talking about, see what people is having problems with. There's a lot you can research on the internet. So you can't say that you cannot find content for your blog, or you don't know what to write about, or you don't know how to make a profitable blog site online. And I'm telling you right now, the best way to build a blog to make money with is by solving problems with your content, and by targeting who is reading your content. That is very important for you to understand. So what you could do is, to find problems, and I'm going to show you how I find, problems that people is having blogging, right? So my niche is blogging. So what I do is I go to forums, right? I have bookmarked all of my forums. I make sure that I'm organized. So every time I come to work here, I have everything ready. So as you can see, I have everything very organized. So this is the same thing that I want you to do. Get organized, because this is your business. This is what you're going to do as a full-time job eventually, right? So you want to get organized. And so whatever you're blogging about, get organized with all of the things, the links, and all of the things that you need to do, to work on your blog on a specific niche. All right, so my niche is internet marketing and blogging, and everything related to that. So that is my niche. So what I do is I go to forums, and there's one that I really like, is the digital point forum. So I come here, and then I just I browse around. I'm active. I help people. I share my knowledge with people. I solve people's problems. I promote my blog in here, but I also get ideas from this forum. Because over here there's a lot of people that is new to blogging. They have a lot of questions. There's a lot of problems, new problems that I see every week that come up, and I could write about. So this is a very good source of ideas. So do the same thing. Go to forums, do a Google. You can go to other blogs and see what are they talking about. see what they're talking about, what kind of problems they are solving, and you should also solve the same problem on your own words. Do your own research. Basically what you want to do with a blog is make it a source of solutions. You want people to love your blog because they get something out of it. So the best way to approach this when you are trying to build a blog and blog for profits is to make sure you are building a source of people. Yeah, I mean of solutions. You know what I mean? Build a source of solutions where people can come in and solve a specific problem thanks to the information that is on the website, on the blog. So when people find that and they like it, they love it, you have solved their problems, then they are going to bookmark your site. They are going to, follow you, subscribe to your blog, subscribe to your whatever you're doing. If you're doing video marketing, subscribe to your channel and to your YouTube channel, follow you on the social networks. So people is going to trust your website because it has a lot of value. So that is what you want to aim for. That's what you want to build. So keep that in mind, that you want to build a source of solutions. There's no, I mean, of course you could make money blogging about anything you want, but that is what you could do that once you have a lot of traffic coming into your site. But at the beginning, there's no point on blogging about just anything if there's no one coming in. It's like it's like throwing a party at your store when nobody is even coming in. There's no customers coming in on a daily basis, and you are over here already setting up a party for the customers when you have none. So there's no point on just blogging about anything and being comfortable with just having a blog and the fact that you're just writing on a daily basis. You need to have a purpose, you need to have a goal, you need to understand a lot of things, and you need to build the right content, you need to do the right marketing, you need to put everything together the right way if you want to start blogging for profits. All right, so I'm giving you some good tips right here for you to get started. So like I told you, just go to forums, go to social networks, and you could actually ask your friends or people that is following you in the social networks and ask them, what are your problems on this specific subject. Find out what people want. Basically, you want to find out what people want and then give it to them. It's the basic concept of supply and demand. If you understand that, then you should understand how to build a blog that will make you money. It's the same concept. All right, so this is what I do to find problems in the blogging community, or in the internet marketing community. So as you can see, there's a lot of things that people talk about, and look, there's a question right here from somebody. How do I become a successful blogger? So what I could do is just go in there and just give them some advice. And I have a signature in this forum, so I have a link back to my blog. So this is a good way to promote yourself and also find the topics that you could be talking about in your blog. So imagine that you see all of this, and then you write content to answer most of the questions that you see here. So imagine you do that, and then you reply to all of them, right? You give them a good piece of advice. You give them good advice, and let's say that some of them will click on my signature that takes them to my blog. And since I took the time to write a blog post for each one of these questions and then answer them, don't you think that they will find that valuable, and they probably will share that content and just help me get traffic? You know what I mean? Because they really liked the content. So your content is key when you are trying to make money blogging online. So I hope I made that very clear. And also put everything together: the marketing, the content creation, build your following, make sure you have a fan page, brand yourself. There are a lot of things to talk about, but I wanted to just talk to you straight up about the simple concept of blogging for profits, of how can you build a blog to make you money on the internet, and like I said before, it's all about supplying the demand. If you can give something to the internet user that they are looking for, then you can start uh, taking advantage of that traffic, of that concept of, people want something, you learn what is it that they want, and then you give it to them. It's that simple. All you got to do though is learn the right information, market as much as you want, because marketing traffic is a very, very important thing here. So, and I know a lot of people struggle with traffic. Make sure you take advantage of the information and you take as much action as possible, because there's no point on doing all of this if you don't take very consistent action. And I'm talking about a lot of action at the beginning, all right? Because once you start getting a lot of traffic, you can, chill out a little bit. You can just, relax a little bit more and not do as much work. But at the beginning, if you are somebody brand new to the internet, then you need to understand that you have to put in the work at the beginning, and you need to do the right work.
Okay, Freddie Gandarilla there, folks. That was some really great stuff that he shared with us, and you may not have been prepared to take notes on that one. There was a lot of different concepts that he brought up that are really important for us to understand. So I'm sure you're aware, but if you're not, every day in your email there is a link to replays, and it takes you over to my video blog, and the replay for this tonight's broadcast with Freddie Gandarilla will post right after midnight tonight. And so tomorrow you can go there and you can look at the replay of this broadcast and take some notes. Really great stuff he shared with us tonight. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Ken Heaston on air in the evening news and signing off. Have a great night.